Hello everybody and welcome to Blender 3D Basics. Today we are going to take a look at the new version of Blender, Blender 2.8. I'm using the beta version. I downloaded it about 3 nights ago and I am really liking it. It is a complete update of the user interface, and it has a focus on workflow and usability and speed of use, which is, really great. If once you guys start using this, you're going to see that this is a major improvement. What we're going to look at today really fast is the collections, or the scene collections over here. And what this is a layering system. So in older versions of Blender, we'd have our layer options down here at the bottom, and we'd have to select the little white dot and drag, select M, hit shift, drag our model to whichever little white dot we wanted it to go into, which is all well and fine. It's just a couple of keyboard strokes, but you had no way of knowing where or what layer you had put your object into. Those days are gone, and now we have this, and it is a dramatic improvement. And let's get into how this works. This is going to be real. It's real intuitive. It's real easy. I'm just making this video so that you guys are aware that it's there and know to use it, because layers and separating your models, it does help while you're trying to model. And let's get into it. So the collection, as you can see, this is my default scene. This is a fresh instance of Blender, and I have my camera, and my light and my cube all in here, and you can see the different ones being highlighted as I select them right here. So they put it automatically, your default scene, when you open up Blender, whatever your default scene is, unless you have nothing, it gets put in the initial collection. Okay, but as you're moving along, you're going to add more objects to your model. So we're going to do that right now. And we just added a second object. We put it in, or I should say Blender put it, because I did not do it. Blender put it again in this collection. Why did Blender do that? Because this is the only one. And had I told Blender that there's another one, and told Blender, I could have selected it and put it in there. So I'm going to do that right now. I'm going to right click. I'm going to select new, and I'm going to drag this object into this collection number 2. Now, keep in mind, everything in here is customizable. You can rename this. You can rename it to anything you want. You don't have to call it collection. You can rename your camera, your cube, your light. You can rename it all. We're just going to keep everything in its default for now. So, so you can drag and drop between the collections. You can even drag a collection inside a collection if you so choose. We're going to add a new one now. And so instead of having Blender put each model in basically wherever it wants, I'm going to tell it this time, put in collection 3. And Shift A, cube, and it went into collection 3 because that's the collection I had highlighted. So that is, well, basically it for setting up your collections, or you can still think of them as layers because that's what they are. So when you are working on this one, you go into your edit mode and you can do your thing. and you can, move around through them or unselect them as needed. And you don't have to, worry about joining objects and unjoining objects or doing any of that stuff. So that's good. And over here, this is a visibility window, and it works off of the collections that you've created. So if I didn't want to see my cube from collection 1, I could just shut that off. If collection 2 is displeasing you for whatever reason, you could just put him in timeout somewhere in Never Never Land. Or you could turn it back on after with good behavior. And same thing with 3, you could toggle it on and off. So that is it for the collections window. Hey, if you get the chance, download 2.8, start using it now. It's got a lot of cool updates. We're going to go through each one section at a time. And next, I think I'm going to be doing this little gizmo section right here, which, I mean, all these things are cool. Everything, I could do a 20-minute video on this stuff. It's all cool. I'm so excited about this new version. I mean, yeah, I'm looking forward to a lot of good modeling in the future. So anyway, so long for now. And I hope you guys got something out of this. And remember to like and subscribe if you get the chance. And you guys have a great blending week. So long.